On, everybody? It's your boy Peck. I'm here with my co-host Zoe, our producer Sean, and we are happy to welcome in with us for the first time our first video interview for the 3012 podcast, Taylor Mathis. You probably recognize her smiling face from all of her Facebook live videos for Sports Mockery. She's Sports Mockery's social media correspondent, was killing it during the Cubs postseason run with all those pregame preview videos on Facebook Live. You can follow her on Twitter at tmath11792 and on Instagram. Huge Instagram girl. Follow her there at Shy Sports Chick. Taylor, what's up? Thanks so much for hanging out with us today.
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me.
So, all right, first question. Let's just get this out of the way. Have you stopped partying yet? Are you drunk? Are you sober? Where are you on your Cubs World Series hangover right now?
I think I'm sober by now. It was actually my birthday yesterday, too.
Oh,
so
happy birthday.
Thank you. The best birthday present I could have gotten was the Cubs winning the World Series. So partied pretty hard during the weekend, and then yesterday was a Monday. My birthday wasn't that exciting. So I would say I'm getting calmer now after the celebration.
Well, if there's ever a time when your friends are down to party with you for a birthday on a Monday, I mean, the residual Cubs World Series party, at least probably you got a few people to have a few drinks with you, right?
That's true. Well, my mom. I went out with my mom last night, so I guess that counts.
Oh, that's sweet. So where were you watching these playoff games? Were you watching with family? Were you out at the bars? Were you at home?
It depended. I would say for the most part, I mean, on the weeknights, I was at home, which I live in Sandwich, Illinois. I'm sure maybe some people have heard of it. It's a really small suburb outside of Chicago. But weekends, I usually went up to Wrigleyville. I went to Game 5 of the World Series at Wrigley. That was pretty awesome.
Good
so
choice.
it was
That's
kind
the
of
only
a
game they
mixture.
won at Wrigley, right?
Yeah, I want to tell myself I was the good luck charm that started the whole 3-1 deficit comeback. So
yeah, we'll allow it. We'll allow it.
Kind of all over the place.
So
well, let that be a message to the Sports Mockery boss man. We need to get Taylor to more Cubs playoff games. So dig deep in that wallet, boss man. Dig deep.
Okay, well, so before we keep talking a little bit of Cubs, I have to go back and ask you this. I'm sorry, you said you're from a small town called Sandwich, Illinois.
Yeah, like a sandwich that you eat, just like that.
Like a sandwich you eat. Do they make the best sandwiches in the world? Like, do they have a famous sandwich shop in Sandwich, Illinois?
We really don't. All we have is a Subway, which is pretty pathetic.
What?
You would think that someone would have came up with something by now, but we don't have anything at all, literally.
How can you name your town that if you don't have like one of the best sandwich shops in the country?
Exactly. You would think so. Nobody's even came up with the idea. So if you want to start it, go for it. Move on down to Sandwich. Start a sandwich shop.
So sad.
I have to pull back the curtain here a little bit. Taylor, before you jumped on the video, Peck was asking about your intro, and I said, she's from Sandwich, Illinois. It blew his mind. He thought I was joking. It blew his mind.
I love sandwiches. It's like my favorite food. Sandwiches are like at breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I don't care. And I just, if I grew up and lived in a town called Sandwich, that would just shatter my existence if I couldn't go into like the world famous sandwich shop. And like, that's all you have to do. Name it the sandwich shop. Boom,
right.
Done.
Actually, fun fact, there's 2 sandwiches in the United States, not just Sandwich, Illinois. So there's 2 towns called
Where's
Sandwich.
the other one?
The other one's in Massachusetts. So
do they have a sandwich shop?
I don't know.
I've never been there. But
just say yes so he moves on from this. This is
they have a sandwich shop.
You are completely bending his brain right now with the no sandwich shop.
I'm sorry. Once I start thinking about sandwiches, I can't stop. All right. So where were you for Game 7? Like, where were you watching the final moments?
I was at my house in my living room with my parents, so I wasn't really anywhere very exciting at all. But I kind of prefer to watch it at home because I get so into the games that I feel like I embarrass myself if I'm out in public. So
I'm right there with you. I usually, most of these postseason games I watch at home because I'm embarrassed and I'm worried about embarrassing myself in public.
Exactly.
I went out to a bar with some friends for Game 7, and I was jumping up and down. I was spilling drinks on people. I was crying. Thankfully everybody else was in the same boat that night. But right. I mean, I'm like that when I'm watching Game 46 of an 82 game regular season. So it's
yes, I can understand that.
So now that the Cubs have won, and this is sort of everybody can take a deep breath. Where are you putting your focus now? Like which team, Bears, Bulls, or Blackhawks, are you giving most of your attention to?
All right, definitely the Hawks.
Girl.
Baseball and the Cubs are my first love above anything else. Always will be. But hockey, I would say second. I'm honestly not a Bears fan. I am a Cowboys fan. So
That's all right,
football,
Sean, edit that part
really
out.
not a huge thing for me. And I like basketball too, but I would say the Bulls aren't really as big of a focus as the Hawks are, in my opinion.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, wait. So you got to be pretty much loving life right now as a Cowboys fan. So are you all on board the Dak Prescott train? Like even if Tony Romo's good to come back?
Oh, come on. If you're a Cowboys fan, I think you're all about the Dak Prescott train. Like, who wouldn't be besides Jerry Jones? I mean, he's the only one
I just saw something today. He's got the highest selling NFL jersey out there right now.
Yep.
Everybody's loving Dak.
Everybody is loving Dak and Zeke. Everybody's loving that too. So our two rookies are doing a pretty good job for us right now. We can't complain.
Let me get this straight. Your baseball team just won the World Series. Your football team 7-1.
Mm-hmm.
The Blackhawks just won 6 in a row. They're in first place in the Central Division.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just
Can I
riding.
ask for anything better now?
You are riding
the
the wave. Holy smokes!
I am.
Well, I'm glad you said the Hawks were number 2 because I'm the hockey guy, so that's always good. Why don't we actually let's talk some chop here? So with the Blackhawks, killing it right now. Who we all know Taves and Kane and Hossa and all the big boys. Who's your guy? Up and comers, a newer guy, like a rookie, because they got to build around the core. So there's a lot of new guys out there.
I don't know. I mean, my favorite's Taves. He's my favorite on the Hawks. I mean, but I thought, like, the last game, Scott Darling did a pretty darn good job in the net there. So, I mean, hey, and he's an Illinois native too, so that's pretty cool. So
yeah, absolutely.
He would be someone who I'd say is like not, one of the superstars on the team that I like a lot.
Yeah, no, and you got to love the suburban Illinois boy coming in, making good on the hometown team. Absolutely. So no, I'm glad to hear though that you're a hockey girl.
It's great that you're a hockey girl, and we're glad that you're a Blackhawks fan. Why is it that you're a Blackhawks fan and not a Stars fan if you're a Cowboys fan? Like, where did that Cowboys fandom come from?
Well, it's really random. My dad was born and raised in Iowa. So Iowa obviously has 0 professional teams at all, and he's a big football fan. And when he was growing up, the Cowboys were obviously on top of the world. So he chose the Cowboys. It's America's team, and I just grew up a Cowboys fan then. He's converted my whole family. So we're all Cowboys fans.
Makes sense.
So it's random, but...
How are you feeling about them moving forward? Are hopes sky high among Cowboys fans right now?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. When Romo got hurt again, it was kind of just another letdown. Is this season just gonna be like last year again? But Dak's obviously been a big happy surprise for all of us fans. So I'm pretty confident moving forward. I like the Raiders too. So, the fact that they're doing really well right now, too, is pretty cool. But, yeah, the Cowboys are obviously number 1 in my book. So, I'm pretty happy with the fact that we're 7-1.
Yeah, how can you not be? Okay, well, so you said you're from Iowa. And
I'm from Illinois. Illinois. I went to school
you're from
in
Illinois, but you went to school in Iowa. There are a lot of Iowa transplants here in Chicago, in the Chicagoland area. I know, Iowa State, there's a big rivalry.
Oh, yeah.
Do you and your family take that rivalry pretty seriously? Our producer, Sean Sears, he's a pretty diehard Iowa State guy. He keeps telling me that Fred Hoiberg knows what he's doing. I keep telling him he's wrong. Where do you stand on this whole Iowa State rivalry?
Yeah, I mean, most of my family, all on my dad's side, still lives in Iowa. He's the only one that moved to Illinois. Then he met my mom, and the rest is pretty much all history. We still live here. But no, the rest of my family, a lot of them went to Iowa State, and then me and my uncle and one of my cousins are the only 3 that went to Iowa. So most people in my family are Iowa State fans, not Hawkeye fans. But Iowa's pretty much a Hawkeye state. Like, I don't think anybody can argue that. Like, the Cyclones are second best behind the Hawkeyes. So, I don't know, but our football season's been horrible. Not something that I thought was going to be happening this year, but it's not good at all.
Yeah, even though it's a tough year, I feel like that's something that I forget during college football season. If I'm just out and want to like grab lunch and a couple of beers at a bar in Chicago, every other bar I live in like the Wrigleyville, Lakeview area. Every other bar is either an Iowa or an Iowa State bar, and you just like don't notice until you walk into it on a Saturday afternoon. And you're like, who are all these people screaming about? And you're like, oh, it's some Iowa game that everybody here is like bloodthirsty for a victory.
Right. So, people still care even when we're doing horrible right now. Like, it's still on a lot of Iowans' like number one priority list for sure.
So Taylor, before we get back into business here, our producer Sean just messaged me and he wanted me to remind you that the Cyclones have a better basketball team.
Yeah, I would say that's probably true. Recently, though, we've been about like even over the past couple of years. I mean, we did decent in the tournament last year. I think we got further than you guys did. So I don't know. I would say it's been like about even lately. You guys did beat us in the regular season last year, but we'll see this year what happens. This
is one of the very, very rare times where I'm very happy Sean's on mute, or this would turn into Iowa State versus Iowa chat. So Taylor, why don't you tell everybody a little bit how it came about for you to be getting involved with Sports Mockery, kind of what you see yourself doing in down the road now that the Cubs are done, and also just kind of basically, where people can find you when it's not on the Facebook Live feed.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Just how I got into sports pretty much. Actually, my grandpa took me to Cubs games when I was growing up, kind of fell in love with the Cubs, and I always did things that was like involved with acting a lot, singing, stuff like that. So I like to be in front of people, and that's kind of how it led me into mixing journalism with sports. So that's how I kind of got into that. Went to school, got my journalism degree, all that kind of stuff. I worked in Nebraska for a year covering the Huskers, actually, as a sports reporter for a TV station, and I anchored as well. Then I moved back here, and then I started doing a lot of social media stuff on my Instagram platform. I started doing sports update videos that are just about a minute long, because that's about as long as you can have it on Instagram. They don't allow it any longer. Absolutely. So just like short little videos, and that's actually how Chris found me through Sports Mockery, was through my Instagram videos, and then he contacted me, and it kind of went from there, starting with the Cubs videos, and then him and I have talked about, hopefully I'm going to start doing Blackhawks pregame videos, I think soon. That's the plan. Yes. So I'm hoping that stick with that and get that going soon.
Well, you've been absolutely killing it. The people response. Now, Taylor, we can't let you go. We always try to wrap it up with two somewhat non-sports related funny questions just to kind of end the interview. So one, you've been doing a lot of those Facebook Live videos for us, and I know you get a lot of comments on there, and there's always, one or two idiots or jerks out there. What's the funniest comment you've gotten on one of your videos? And
okay, this isn't even really that funny, but it's just funny to me because every single video, this same guy comes on with the exact same question. Are you single? To me every single time. And it's the same guy every time. And I'm like, I'm not going to acknowledge this on this video right now. But for some reason, he won't stop asking the question. So that's probably the funniest comment.
It's a classic love story. Girl does Facebook Live video. Guy asks, are you single 107 times?
Yeah. It's a modern love story. It's the love story of our time, finding one another on Facebook Live. I mean, if nothing else, you have to admire his persistence. Every single video.
And I get brought up. My family will watch some of the videos, and they always bring him up. They're like, "Hey, he's back on there with the 'Are you single?' comment." I'm like, "Yeah, I noticed."
In case this commenter, in case this gentleman is listening right now, answer that question: are you single?
Technically, no, I'm not. I'm going. My boyfriend lives in Arizona. I'm actually going to visit him tomorrow. So.
Oh, well, safe travels. And then our final question we ask every guest that comes on the show: you walk into the bar, what's your go-to drink?
Ooh, Coors Light probably. It's definitely my go-to drink.
Come on,
I
really?
like. I can't do, like, most girls pick mixed drinks. I can't do that. I get way too hungover. That's not happening for me. I would say I go to beer.
You know what? I mean, Coors Light, I don't know about that. I will respect the beer choice, though. My man Zoe here just drinks vodka Red Bulls religiously, and I make fun of him for it all the time.
Oh,
They're
no
delicious.
way.
They're absolutely
No
delicious.
way.
This is a daytime interview, as you could tell from the window behind me. So there's no vodka Red Bull right now, but it's a delicious drink. I don't understand what the problem is.
Disgusting. So are those blue labeled cans, do they actually work? Like, are they cold as the Rockies when the mountains turn blue?
The mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah. It totally works. 100%. Definitely.
So will you not crack one until the mountains are blue? Do you have like a rule as far as like how
No,
cold it needs to be?
I mean, I'm not that, like, I'm honestly, like, I like to go out and drink with my friends, like, in a social situation, but I would never choose to, like, just go grab a drink right now, ever. I just don't like the taste of alcohol that much.
Let me just
at
put
all.
that away. Yeah, me
Wow.
too. Let me clean up these cans.
I feel like
Yeah.
you are a rare breed among Chicago sports fans in that scenario.
I mean, if I'm out, like, of course, like, I mean, I'm 23, like, why wouldn't I? But, like, I just feel like in regular everyday setting, if I'm just, like, hanging out here at home watching a game, like, I'm probably not going to go grab a drink out of my fridge.
It's fair and responsible. I admire that. I don't agree with it, but I admire it. All right, well, we'll let you get out of here. You got a plane to Arizona to catch. I'm sure it's nice and warm out there.
Yeah, it is.
Taylor Mathis. You can catch her Facebook live videos at our Sports Mockery Facebook, facebook.com/sportsmockery. Follow her on Twitter at tmath11792 and on Instagram at Shy Sports Chick. Taylor, thanks so much for hanging out with us.
Thanks, Taylor.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Safe travels.
All right, Sean.